welcome to another edition of King Crush Thursday, the series where we highlight and uplift Black men, because frankly, not too many people are doing it. My name is Val Gay, and I'm super excited to bring this brother to you here today. He is an artist, he's an entrepreneur, he's a husband and a dad. His name is Mr. Mello Dixon. Hi, Mello.
Hi, Val. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Doing well. Doing very
Excellent.
I'm excited to be here.
Oh, I am so excited that you are here too. Thank you so much. And, you know, Mello, we are trying to shatter, and actually trying is lying. We are shattering the narrow narrative about Black men, this super narrow narrative, by creating a repository of 6 questions on our way to 100 answers by 100 different positive and successful Black men, with the hopes of one day inspiring a young king who may or may not have positive Black male role models in his life. He can come to this repository, see these same 6 questions, and see amazing answers by 100 different men, and hopefully find guidance in that. And then for the rest of us who are neither male or even Black, for us to see into this mysterious group of people, because the narrative has been so myopic and so small, and there's a vast universe of people like you out there. And so with that, I just want to thank you so much for joining this conversation. And I'll get started with the first question, which is, what does manhood mean to you?
Manhood to me is, being able to, provide as a whole. But, if you want to go dive in a little bit deeper, it's, consultation. It's, nourishment through consultation. It is, not being afraid to show emotion. And I don't mean, anger. I mean, if you need to cry, to show that it's okay, because we're all human and we all go through the same emotions at different times in our lives. And, obviously if you're male or female, you're going to go through different types of emotions that way. If you're an individual who chooses to be something other, nowadays, there are different emotions that are tied to that. So, but just as far as being a man, it just really comes down to being able to, show that you can be vulnerable as well as being a rock at the same time.
That's awesome. Excellent. Thank you so much. So Mello, and/or what is important to you?
I'm sorry?
Who and/or what is important to you?
My family is the most important to me. My wife, my 3 children, my mother, anybody involved, anybody in my, I won't even say immediate family. Obviously, that's a no-brainer, but anybody in my family, excuse me, anyone that, I allow close to my circle, because, what I feel my purpose is now in life, and what I've found, it's very important and it's very delicate. So, I don't want to bring people into my life that are going to hinder the goals that I have and where I'm trying to go, because, we only have so much time. So, really got to hold in what's important. And, the most important thing to me, besides my family, is my legacy. And, because my legacy will potentially shadow my children. And, I want to be able to at least have a positive legacy that they can, then catapult from and go on and continue to build the legacy that they're going to leave for, their children or whoever it is that they eventually, will leave behind.
Got it. Awesome. That's great. Thank you. So Mello, how do you want us to see you?
I just want you to see me as a human first. Just see me as a human, just understanding that I don't have any superhuman abilities. I just believe that we're all given gifts, and we're all given a gift horse, and some of us, for lack of a better word, decide to actually ride on that horse. And I'm just one of the people that noticed the gift horse that I had very early, 20 plus years ago, and decided I'm riding this horse until the legs break, all of them. And just you're gonna keep going, and that's exactly what I've been doing. And so when people see me, I just feel like, again, human first, artist creator second, and just someone that really believed in the the work that they do. And I believe that the work that I'm doing is something that's opening up doors and opportunities for me to speak to the culture and to children, the youth, I should say, or even adults, just people who no one's going to see it through my eyes the way that I saw it. So when you look back at me and who I was, my time here on earth, I just want you to look at the overall body of work and then judge me there. Don't judge me on one period of life. Don't judge me on, 2 periods of life. Judge me on beginning to end, and more or less how we ended, because, we have to start and go through things and learn before we can actually put ourselves to who we are. So, I think that's something for a lot of people. A lot of people, I believe, get caught up in just the now, or get stuck in the past and not really look at the future that is in front of them and what they can really accomplish to leave a different legacy. Just to kind of elaborate slightly, if you don't mind, but you look at someone who may have made a mistake early in their life. They could have went to prison or something, and then they get out and they do something successful. And that's I understand that a piece of paper or a record, a digital record, might say you're this person because of that. But, I just believe that if you're able to get a second chance and you're able to, come out and do whatever it is that you do, and it's something special and it's something positive that makes an impact on the world, then that's really what you should be judged by. And then look at the rest of it as just like a chapter in your book that had to be written in order for you to become that person.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yes. Thank you for that. So, Mello, what is your epic dream?
Man, just to really, I guess, have peace, peace with my family, being able to enjoy moments, but also being able to create moments that allow for me to enjoy moments, So what I mean by that is, working hard. As I said, the second most important thing to me besides my family is my legacy. So, as I build my legacy, the dream in that is actually to leave this earth as one of the greatest custom sweatshirt, jacket, creators ever. So with that comes a lot of responsibility, comes a lot of hard work, and I have to be able to leave something for people to, again, go back and look at my body of work. So that's really my epic dream. If people look back and then they kind of compare the next generation, kind of like in basketball when everyone is compared to Michael Jordan, right? Like that's it. Well, for me, I'm a very competitive individual. I don't really play sports as much as I used to, but the competitiveness in sports still lives inside of me. So, I just look to be as great as possible. I want to be the best in what I do. And, if there's no one in my category, then I'm already there. But I don't know if there's anyone necessarily in that category. But I have the belief that there's someone that is just as hungry, and doing more than me at this moment. So it kind of keeps my competitive drive alive to just keep going. And every time I put out a product or, you know, a piece of work, I want it to be better than the last one, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. And now you've been answering question 5 all along, implicitly, but I'm going to ask you explicitly,
Okay.
Mr. Dixon, who are you?
Again, you know, I'm an individual that cares. I'm an individual that doesn't take relationships for granted. You know, there are definitely relationships that um, I will say, you know, I can't always be at my best with, but it doesn't mean that I don't try one way or another. Um, you know, but I'm that person that, you know, likes to check in on people out of the blue. You know, there's people that I have in my phone, and if I think about you, I'll shoot you a message, you know, regardless if you respond or not. You know, I'm not really looking for you to respond. It's me that it's to benefit myself first, saying, hey, I thought about it. You know, I understand that all humans are not like that. All people are not like that to just randomly do that. Some people may think it's weird, but, you know, for who I am and what I do in life and the people that I come across, you know, there's a lot of people that I come across that are very quote unquote important people. But, you know, what I've realized in being around those people is they're just regular people. You know, it's other people that deem them as so important or, you know, famous or whatever the case may be. But for me, what I realize is the humbleness that they have. And so I always just want to remain that way. And, you know, I will check up on someone who definitely is not expecting it. I've done it with my family. I still do it with, I have a gigantic family as far as a lot of cousins, a lot of aunts and uncles, a lot of people that are still, I'm still blessed to have on this earth. And I understand the blessing that I'm given, you know, being at my age and being able to say, you know, going into being 43, that I've been able to not experience a bunch of death. You know, like obviously we've had some, but not to a magnitude that it could be. So I'm very blessed at this point in my life. So I try to take advantage of the time that I have with someone so that therefore there are no regrets when they're not here or I'm not here. Either one, you know, but I know personally for myself, I want to be able to smile. And it's something that my mother taught me a long time ago when my grandmother passed away. You know, that was a very difficult time in our family, but my mother was so strong that she was smiling, you know, and it was because of the fact that she was able to allow my grandmother to go without any regret. And understanding that while she was here, she did everything that she could. She spent as much time as she could, and she was allotted. And so, you know, I feel like when you have regret, it's because it's something that you did not do, potentially. So, and that's a faith thing. You know, it's a faith thing that you have to be able to put inside your heart. And it's not easy. You know, it's not easy, but you have to kind of try to live by it. And I try to be a person that lives by it. And, you know, obviously it wavers from day to day, time to time, situation to situation. But, you know, if I can get back to that point of just believing at the top level of my faith, then, you know, I believe that I'll be okay.
Got it. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are already at question 6, which is there anything that I should have asked you that I didn't ask you, or that you wanted me to ask you that I didn't ask you? In other words, what did I miss?
As a person, I don't think you've missed much, you know, besides maybe, you know, seeing it live, seeing how I am with people live. But I mean, you know, we met several months ago, and so, you know, you kind of have a testimonial of, you know, who I am actually, and to know that, you know, the things that I'm saying right here, right now are the things that I truly do live. through my interaction even with you. But I would say, on a legacy designer artist side, I don't know if you've missed anything, but what you're getting ready to experience is a coming out party. We were privy to be amongst each other and be, one of 46 grantees, to do a special project, and we were able to, showcase our projects, on Juneteenth, which was a special moment. And for me, it was a very big deal, as I'm sure it was for you and everyone else. And I just wanted to up the ante and take my work to another level, because it was an opportunity to really be on stage. So, as an artist and as a designer, I just looked at it like, okay, there's 45 other people who are coming with something creative. So I have to bring my A game. And, I took a long time to create what I created. And, I felt like it was a showcase of what, it was something that people weren't expecting, and now that it's out there, for me personally, I know that people are seeing it for the first time, but just understand I'm about a year ahead of that already, in the things that I've learned and what I'm already creating now. So, as I said, I kind of looked at Juneteenth as a very special moment to have a coming out party, especially in our city, in the city of Philadelphia. And with so much going on, I just wanted to bring back what I think sometimes the city is missed, because we get a bad rap now because of the violence. But when you really look at the creativity and the art and the elegance of people from Philadelphia, regardless of the color, regardless of the race, I think that there's something special about people from Philadelphia and what we bring to the table and what we really do to influence the culture worldwide. So, for me, I'm one of the next few people up. I'm not the only one up, but, it is, I do feel as it's my turn. And, so doing things like this more often, being able to spread, my message and where I want to really allow my work to do the talking. I try, when the door opens, I try to speak and say what I have to say. But until that door opens, I just let the sign be my work. Because the way that my work is, it allows me to then say whatever I need to say, but know that I have the individual's ear, because the proof is right there that, what I'm saying is true.
Got it. Yes. I hear you. Yeah, the Black Music City grant opportunity was just so amazing. I'm still floored that I was one of the grantees. It was so wonderful, having met you before, to see that you were one of the grantees, and your artwork is amazing. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the bio to that page so people can check out your artwork there. And that'd be really, really wonderful. And I'm so grateful that one, we did meet, and that first conversation that we had, as I recall at an art opening, was just really, really exceptional. And just really grateful that you are doing the work that you're doing, that you have made the commitment to your art, to yourself, to your family. And I love the idea of being given a gift and using that gift until that gift is all used up is amazing. And so I honor you, my king, and I pray that you will continue to grow deeper and wider, that your epic dream indeed does come true, but that, in terms of that you get to see your legacy, but then that legacy is set also a long time from now. That's my prayer for you. And so thank you so much for joining. I'm so grateful that you were here and to participate in this conversation. Thank you, Mello.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate the opportunity just to be able to spread, a little bit about myself, my word. And, I hope that, someone finds confidence in my segment. I'm definitely looking forward to going back and looking at some of the other interviewees that you've had and, go for my own, go for my own knowledge. And, if I can, before we actually get off this, if I can just leave with one more food for thought for someone, it's kind of something that I live by. And anyone that really knows me understands that I truly do live by this. I'm a little obsessive with it, but there's something out there, right? And it says that the average, we'll just say human, reads one book per year. Okay, so I have this method. It's called the 52 to 1 method. And what that means is that, again, the average human reads one book a year, but there's 52 weeks in a year, right? So when you think about that, to be average, you literally just have to, read one book. To be above average, you only have to get to the next book and open it, right? You're above average, okay? But if you want to be extraordinary, you want to do something that no one else is willing to do. But if you think about, let's say like a casino and how the house always has the advantage, right? But it's not free. So you could have a free 52 to 1 advantage and a scoreboard advantage on everyone else, the average people in the world, by reading a book a week. And, when you do that, if you think about the score, by the end of 1 year, it's already 52 to 1. By the end of year 2, it's 104 to 2. How long would it actually take someone to catch up to the knowledge? And I'm not saying reading Mary Poppins or Cat in the Hat. I'm talking about really reading stuff that's going to elevate your mindset and take us to the next level, because, we're using less than 10% of our brain power. So why not elevate that, and gain all the knowledge that you can to really succeed at whatever it is that you want to do. So I encourage people, you don't even have to get to 52, but if you strive towards 52 and you fall short at 32, you're still going to take someone 32 years to catch up to where you were at year 1. So what I also encourage is, a lot of people say, well, for someone like me, I don't necessarily have a lot of time anymore to sit down and physically read a book because of the work that I do. So what I figured out is a way to multitask, and that is, they provide us with audio books now. So what I do on my audio books is I'll listen to one, but if you take an 8-hour book, I will take an 8-hour book and listen to it in double speed. So I can actually finish it in 4 hours. But in an 8-hour day, I can listen to it twice, because we only retain about 35% of the information anyway, regardless of if we listen to it slow, regular speed, whatever. We're only going to capture what we need. I just figure if I can double it up and I can listen to it twice, I'm at least getting more than 50% of that information that I really needed, and that one key thing that I might have missed the first time around. So I just encourage people, to do that. Expand your brain, use the 52 to 1 rule. It's really easy to do. And, we all love music. We all listen to music. We travel, there's music in our lives all day, all night, everywhere we go. Just replace a couple hours of that music every once in a while with a book, and, look at where you're at by the end of the year. And you'll be, very surprised at where you may have elevated your life and the tools that you'll get from some of these books that you don't even realize that subconsciously you're actually using. So, if I can leave with that, that's another thing about me that most people wouldn't know, but if you're close to me, you understand how in depth I am with that.
That's awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you for that sage advice, and I'll get my 52 and 1 on. I mean, I read many more than one book, but I don't read a book a week, maybe I don't know, 2 to 3 books a month.
It's still a great number, Val.
Yeah. But I'm gonna up my game. So thank you for that, and thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. And if there is a king, a Black man in your life who you want to see highlighted in this forum, please feel free to click the link below or in my bio, fill out the nomination form, and we'll take it from there. We are on our way to highlighting 100 different positive and successful Black men. As I always say, success is not what a man does for a living. He could be an award-winning artist and creative and a designer like Mello, or he is someone whose life is impacting others. Those are the brothers that we want to talk to. And so in the meantime, please stay tuned next week for another amazing king. And please remember to spread love and have a great day. Thanks so much. And thank you, Mello. That was really wonderful. Thank you.
It's a blessing, Val. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.